What's up, guys? I'm here back to another video, and we're playing Fallout 4. I'm gonna get teleported inside the institute, so I'm ready.
Sir.
I'm too busy to speak right now. I can't talk right now. I have a lot on my mind. I'm occupied at the moment. We'll speak later.
All these stuff come from.
Doesn't it feel good to be a part of something that's important? I'll send for you if I need you.
Elder Maxon? Proctor Ingram?
Treat your power armor well, and it can get you through anything.
Elder. Elder Maxon?
I'm too busy to speak right now. I can't talk right now. I have a lot on my mind. I'm occupied at the moment. We'll speak later.
Once the bombs hit.
I'll send for you if I need you.
Elder Maxon?
Evan of this broken.
You wanna help me get ammo?
Hey.
Yeah, what is it?
Look, our list of maintenance fixes keeps getting longer and longer.
Here. This should help keep you alive.
I need you to get out of your power armor.
No problem.
I'm occupied at the moment. We'll speak later.
Sir.
I can't talk right now. I have a lot on my mind. I'm too busy to speak right now. I'll send for you if I need you.
Excuse me, Elder Maxon.
Hey,
What?
you don't have me.
Oh, this frame is driving me crazy. Got like 3 itches I can't even scratch.
Elder,
I'm too busy to speak right now. I'm occupied at the moment. We'll speak later. I can't talk right now.
Don't let those scientists talk you into doing something stupid. The Institute's a fool's paradise.
How can a machine believe it's alive? It's ridiculous.
hi.
The Commonwealth's a dangerous place. Make sure you gear up before you head out.
What? That glitched. Well, do you want to join me?
No.
Why are you streaming?
I don't know.
Is anyone even watching you?
No, I just started it.
Just fixed a few power on pods.
I'll send for you if I need you.
Amazing.
Elder Maxon?
I'm too busy to speak right now. I can't talk right now. I have a lot on my mind. I'm occupied at the moment. We'll speak later.
Elder Maxon?
Remarkable work, Knight. The
Oh, it's
signal
working
interceptor
now.
appears to be complete.
What?
Are you ready to
Now I
push the
might get
test?
teleported by somewhere else. You're gonna miss it.
Absolutely. I'm ready to go.
Your confidence is an inspiration to us all. That
You
being
better
said,
see this.
This is the first time we've attempted
said.
to directly adapt Institute technology. When we throw that switch, we don't know exactly what's going to happen. God willing, you'll end up inside the Institute, and the mission
Are
can
you
continue.
watching me or not?
What? No.
Nothing's gonna stop me
Not
when I'm
watching.
so close to the answers I'm looking for.
Eager to get inside, huh? Good. Now,
Hey,
I
don't
want you to
dislike
listen
that,
very
you
carefully.
Mac Gary.
once you've entered the Institute, we expect to lose contact. So it's imperative you remember everything I'm about to tell you. About 10 years ago, the Brotherhood began recruiting civilian scientists from the capital wasteland to assist with various projects. During this process, we were able to obtain the services of Dr. Madison Lee, a noted mind in the field of nuclear engineering.
That's fortunate.
Yes,
Yeah,
it
I
was.
gotta go.
Securing useful resources during wartime is critical. That said, Dr. Lee's contributions to our cause were instrumental in maintaining order in the capital wasteland. After some time, she developed differences with the Brotherhood and exiled herself to the Commonwealth. We're fairly certain that her intent was to make contact with the Institute.
I'm surprised that the Brotherhood let her go.
Had I been in command, I wouldn't have allowed it to happen. She was a valuable asset. Your mission is simple. Once you're inside the Institute, we want you to track down Dr. Lee's whereabouts. If you find out that she's still alive, make contact with her and convince her to return to the Brotherhood of Steel. There's a special project we're working on, and it needs her attention.
Oh.
What's this project that needs her attention?
Dr. Lee previously worked on a potent weapon for
Yeah, my guy. Boy.
That's all I can tell you. Listen, okay. I'm well aware that you're risking your life going into the Institute blind. Just keep your mind on the mission. And don't let anything they say sway you from your duty. Good luck.
Oh, now I'm going in. I have to talk to this girl.
I've checked and rechecked everything. I think the signal interceptor's ready to go. Are you?
Let's do this.
All right. Head up onto the platform and we'll see if I can find a signal to lock onto.
You have your
You in
assignment.
or are you out? Make up your
Move
mind.
out.
Let's see. Relays dialed in. Beam emitters warmed up. Everything looks green. Let me start scanning for the signal. Cross your fingers. I'm inputting the code now.
There's a
Wow,
bunch,
there's
so
heck
you
of a
could
lot of
get-
interference and ghosting. It's gonna take a minute or two to lock in. By the way, this little trip you're taking is a heck of an opportunity to find out as much as we can about the Institute and what they're up to. I put a clever little program on this holotape that'll scan their network and download anything it finds. If you place it in any terminal down there, it'll do the rest. Bring it back to me and I'll see if I can
Refrain
make
from
sense
opening
of
fire
whatever it
inside the
found.
Institute.
Well, well.
It could jeopardize
Looks
our
like
entire
we
mission.
have a winner. RF wave capture complete. Ramping the emitter. 60%, 80%. Emitter spiking but steady. All that's left is to throw the transmit switch. Transmitting in 3,
Dr. Lee is a
2,
valuable
1.
asset. If
Stay
any harm
safe,
comes to
soldier.
her, I'm holding her personally responsible.
Oh, gee. What the fuck? Holy shit. Where am I? I'm in the future, boy. What the fuck?
Hello. I wondered if you might make it here. You're quite resourceful. I'm known as Father. The Institute is under my guidance. I know why you're here. I'd like to discuss things with you face to face. Please, step into the elevator.
Okay.
I can only imagine what you've heard, what you think of us. I'd like to show you that you may have the wrong impression. Welcome to the Institute. This is the reality of the Institute. This place, these people, the work we do. For over 100 years, we've dedicated ourselves to humanity's survival. Decades of research, countless experiments and trials, a shared vision of how science can help shape the future. It has never been easy, and our actions are often misinterpreted by those above ground. Someday, perhaps, we can show them what we've accomplished. But for now, we must remain underground. There's too much at stake here to risk it all. As you've seen, things above are unstable. I'd like to talk to you about what we can do for everyone. But that can wait. You are here for a specific very personal reason. You are here for your son.
Sean?
Huh? Yes, I'm Sean.
Sean? Oh my god. It's really you.
Who are you?
Sean, it's me. I'm your mom.
Father, what's going on? What's happening?
Those bastards. They killed your father.
What's going on? Father? Father!
Shh. It'll be okay, Sean. Mommy's here now.
I don't know you. Go away. Father! Father, help me! There's someone here. Help me!
Please, Sean. I'm your mother. To talk to me. Just open the door.
Father? Father, help me! She's trying to take me! Father? Father, help me!
Sean. S923, recall code Cirrus. Fascinating, but disappointing. The child's responses were not at all what I anticipated. He's a prototype, you understand. We're only just now beginning to explore the effects of extreme emotional stimuli. Please try and keep an open mind. I recognize that you are emotional, and that your journey here has been fraught with challenges. Let's start anew. I am Father. Welcome to the Institute.
Give me Sean. The real Sean. Right now!
I know. I know. You've gone to such lengths to find him.
The fuck?
Just help me understand what's going on here.
I promised answers, and answers you shall have. But I need you to realize that this situation is far more complicated than you could have imagined. You have traveled very far, and suffered a great deal to find your son. Well, your tenacity and dedication have been rewarded. It's good to finally meet you, after all this time. It's me. I am Sean. I am your son. Yes. In the vault, you had no concept of the passage of time. You were released from your pod, and went searching for the sun you'd lost. But then you learned that your son was no longer an infant, but a 10-year-old boy. You believed that 10 years had passed. Is it really so hard to accept that it was not 10, but 60 years? That is the reality, and here I am, raised by the Institute, and now its leader.
They stole you. Kidnapped you. It wasn't right.
Right, wrong, irrelevant. It was necessary. The Institute believed humanity's future depended on it. At that time, the year 2227, the Institute had made great strides in synth production. But it was never enough. Scientific curiosity and the goal of perfection drove them ever onward. What they wanted was the perfect machine. So they followed the best example thus far. The human being. Walking, talking, fully articulate, capable of anything.
So the weird science experiments needed specimens. That's why they took you?
In a manner of speaking. Yeah. The
Oh,
Institute
you
invented
motherfucker!
the most logical starting point, of course, was human DNA. Plenty of that was available, of course.
but it had all become corrupted.
But,
What?
Wasteland.
Can we play 76?
Radiation affected
No.
everyone.
Why? I want to play with you.
I'm doing my Institute quest to knock in Fallout 4. And then send the Liberty Prime come out. The big robot.
Records from Vault 111. Frozen in time. Protected from the radiation-induced mutations that had crept into every other human cell in the Commonwealth. I was exactly what they needed. And so it was my DNA that became the basis of the synthetic organics used to create every human-like synth you see today. I am their father. Through science, we are family. The synths, me, and you.
Sean. It's really you.
It really is. I know you must have questions. Please. Anything I can do to help you understand.
Kellogg. He worked for you?
Kellogg. He was an Institute asset long before I arrived here. It wasn't until I became director that I learned of all the things he'd done. What kind of man he was.
You knew the man was a psychopath, but you used him anyway?
Would you have preferred that I turned him loose on the Commonwealth? At least keeping him on a short leash kept the collateral damage to a minimum. The Institute took advantage of Kellogg's vicious nature. I will freely admit that. Institute technology prolonged his life, and his usefulness far beyond any normal human lifespan. He never failed the Institute, but his cruelty became more apparent with every completed objective. I won't lie. It's no coincidence your path crossed his. It seemed a fitting way to allow you, us, to have some amount of revenge. What else can I say to ease your mind?
So, you're in charge of the Institute?
I am the acting director, yes. I spent decades working to reach this point. It's a responsibility I take very seriously. The Institute. It's important. It really is humanity's best hope for the future, no matter what those above ground might think of us.
They need your help, Sean. It's rough up there, to say the least.
Oh, we've tried that. Surprised? The Institute once tried to help create a stabilized Commonwealth government. It ended in bickering, infighting. It was a disaster. No. We look after our own now. Ultimately, the Commonwealth has nothing to fear from us. Whatever you've seen or heard, I know I can convince you of that. Just give me time. What else can I say to ease your mind?
I think I've heard enough for now.
Very well. The Institute is on the verge of some important breakthroughs. Your presence would be appreciated as we approach them. I've been a part of something amazing here. I've helped to build a life for myself and the people of the Institute. And now, after all these years, you have an opportunity to help with that. Doesn't that intrigue you? Isn't that what you want?
Yes, that's what I want.
I know. I know you've been through so much. I'm pleased to see it has not impaired your judgment. Forgive me. I'd assumed that after everything I'm sure you've seen above ground, you would be more than a bit biased against us. There is much to be done. You'll need time to acclimate yourself, a chance to become acquainted with our procedures.
I'll do whatever it takes. It's worth it.
I am glad to hear that. The Institute is now your home, as much as it is mine. Please take some time, get to know it. Meet the people you'll be working with. You'll want to introduce yourself to the division heads. Dr. Fillmore in facilities, Dr. Ao in SRB, Dr. Holdren in bioscience, and finally Dr. Lee in advanced systems. Notified of your arrival, of course. Meet them.
Dr. Lee, busca me fallo, motherfucker. Whoa. I think that glitch. That definitely got a glitch.
Busted.
Like.
Hey, so there's this bit of news that it might interest you. If not, hang on a minute and I'll go back to the music that we usually play. If you hadn't heard, I mean, I guess most people know this, but maybe someone didn't. That the Green Tech building was where those mercenaries lived. The Gunners, that's it. That was like their base, sort of.
When are you going to tell me about this mysterious Phase 3?
Those guys were tough, so, I mean, I guess whoever killed them had to be even tougher, right? And there's, I don't even know if this is true or not, but there's this rumor.
She's been at it for over 2 hours. What is she even doing?
Doctor. Oh, it's you. You're not authorized to be here.
But that's just what I heard.
Actually, I was looking for you.
Me? Why?
I've been sent by the Brotherhood of Steel to find you.
You don't beat around the bush, I'll give you that. I knew it was just a matter of time before your people would track me down. I've been looking over my shoulder for almost a decade, waiting for them to
sucker.
I'm only here with good intentions. You have my word.
You're giving me your word, even though we just met? Fine. Since Father trusts you, I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt. I might not agree with everything he says, but I know he'd never allow harm to come my way. Say what you came here to say, and then leave me alone.
Are you happy here?
You'd think being surrounded by cutting-edge laboratory equipment and some of the greatest minds the world's ever known would be enough. Only problem is the lack of transparency. I don't think we get the full story on everything that occurs down here. What does that have to do with why we're talking?
The Brotherhood needs your help, Doctor.
Needs my help? Why? They seem to have everything under control when I left.
The Brotherhood is having problems, and we need your help.
I don't see how that's my problem. Tell me something. Why would I possibly want to come crawling back to the Brotherhood? What reason would I have to throw away everything I've accomplished here?
Father trusts me, and so should you.
He trusts you because you're family. I'm not. I can't just take your word for it. I need more than that.
The Brotherhood has always been straight with you.
I am getting a bit tired of all the secrets around here. Sometimes I feel like Father isn't being straight with me. Like there are things I'm not supposed to know about. I don't like that. But still, how can I turn my back on all of this?
Please play.
Your work could be instrumental in freeing the Commonwealth.
You really know how to push my buttons, don't you?
I'm doing well and making this girl named Dr. Lee way better.
They're dying. And here I am surrounded by technology that could make their lives better. Yet we hide down here and insulate ourselves from everything and everyone. It's not right. It's not right. I'll make my way back to the Brotherhood. But I'm going to have to do it on my own. I can't take any chances being seen with you. Tell whoever sent you that they've just regained the services of Dr. Madison Lee. Now, for the sake of keeping up appearances, let me see that Pip-Boy of yours. I've been told to install a courser chip in it for you. Father's orders. You're to be given full access, with the ability to relay in and out of the Institute at will.
Thank you. I'm sure that'll come in handy.
Given that the relay is the only way to access the Institute, handy is something of an understatement. In case the significance is lost on you, you'll be the only one here with that kind of access. If nothing else, it should demonstrate the amount of trust Father has placed in you. Speaking of, I trust our discussion will remain between the two of us. Now, I need to get back to work, and I'm sure you have other things to do.
Yeah, my orbit's stuck on something. What?
Bye.
What? What he said? Woo!
Almost done. Just need to tighten up this primary drive servo. That's the third primary drive.
You know the protocol, sir. Authorized personnel only.
So Dr.
Scanning unknown identity. Clearance confirmed.
You can tell him that I intend to...
I'm seriously thinking of heading over to robotics to knock some heads together.
What now?
Always be vigilant. We have many enemies.
Maybe I should take some courses with me. Or send a message.
Please don't.
There's enough friction as it is between us and pretty much all the other departments.
You going soft on me, Alana? My methods get results.
Doc?
So, here you are. Justineo, acting director of the Synth Retention Bureau. I'll be upfront with you. We're going to be keeping a close eye on you for the near future. Despite your relation to Father, you're a bit of an unknown quantity. I'm sure you understand. There won't be any issues, will there?
Why? Don't you trust me?
I'll be honest. You're an outsider. The first outsider to be allowed access to the Institute in quite a long time, in fact. There's little precedent for this situation, so it's only natural to take extra precautions. It's nothing personal, I assure you. Now, Father has asked that I provide you with a brief overview of the synth retention. Our primary responsibility is the recovery of escaped synths that are hiding among the human population on the surface.
I'm sure it's best for everyone if the synths remain here.
Certainly. We can't allow sophisticated Institute technology to fall into the wrong hands. The results could be disastrous. Our main instrument is the Courser, a third-generation synth assigned to operate on the surface. Coursers hunt down and reclaim synths that have escaped the Institute. They are highly self-sufficient, trained in combat, infiltration, and tracking. In a word, our Coursers are relentless. But I gather you know all this, since you've encountered them already. In fact, I'd very much like to know how you defeated it.
I'm no stranger to combat.
Even so, a Courser should be more than a match for any single combatant. I suppose I'll have to ask robotics to perform detailed diagnostics on the entire... Now, unless you need something else, I'll get back to work.
I'm good for now. Thanks.
Very well.
We're all looking forward to working with you.
Nothing to report, ma'am.
So, this radio station here, we don't really make any caps, and there are
no business.
Well, some people help me stay in the air. People like this. Choice Chops wants you to know we have meat, just meat. Stop asking if we have anything else. Next, I
The
was gonna
Institute
play.
is my life. I hope it'll be yours too. Hey, Doc, they weren't kidding. They really are here. Well, all right. I'm Allie Fillmore. You can think of me as the Institute's chief engineer. When Father told us about you, I could hardly believe it. You've been through so much, I think most people would have just given up. If you don't mind my asking, what was it that kept you going all that time?
I just wanted to find my son and keep him safe.
Now that you've found him, I hope you're proud of the great man he grew up to be. Now, I'll give you a quick rundown of the Facilities Division, and then I'll answer any questions you might have afterward. As you might guess, we keep the Institute's mechanical and electrical systems running smoothly. We maintain and upgrade all of the systems that make it possible to live and work in a place like this. There's a lot of machinery behind these walls that recycles the air and water and provides power to the laboratories and quarters. The work we do might not be as exciting as some of the other departments, but it's at least as important. So, now that you're here and you've spoken to Father, does that mean you're on board?
Absolutely.
Oh, good to hear. It'll be a load off Sean's mind. Take your time. Get yourself acquainted. There's a lot to take in. Plenty of things you won't find topside. If there's anything else you'd like to know about the Facilities Division, I'm happy to discuss it.
It must be a challenge to meet the power demands of a place like this.
Absolutely. We scratch and scrape for every precious ounce of voltage that we can. Over the years, we've learned a few tricks that help supplement our power budget. When necessary, we can tap into select sources on the surface. We take only what we need, of course. Fortunately, Advanced Systems is always working on new solutions to generate more energy. It's a good thing, too, because the demand is always increasing. You don't even want to know what a single use of the molecular dematerializer consumes.
Examine my latest reports on batch 274.
Not yet.
Doctor?
I wonder how the Warwick
Welcome.
family is doing.
So good to have you here.
Young Wally
Dr.
must
Clayton
be close
Holden,
to 10 years old by
head
now.
of the bioscience.
It's remarkable that
I
any
can't
child
wait
can
for you to see
survive
the work
for
we're
so
doing
long up there, don't you
It's
think?
truly amazing.
I am blessed. I look forward to learning more about it.
In that case, let me give you a brief overview of what we do here. As the name implies, the Bioscience Division specializes in fields of study such as botany, genetics, and medicine. Our most important directive is to ensure the health and well-being of everyone in the Institute. To that end, we cultivate highly specialized breeds of flora for use in food and medicine. We've even started to explore the idea of synthetic animal life. You probably saw the gorillas. They're really just a pet project at this point, but the potential is exciting nonetheless.
Seems like there's nothing
I'm
you
glad
guys can't do.
Hard work and ingenuity, any challenge can be overcome. I'm sure I've taken up enough of your time now.
Yes.
But I have to ask, have you decided whether you'll join us?
Talking.
I doubt it.
My game!
It's a big decision, I know. But it's also a rare and important opportunity. No need to rush to judgment. In any case, I imagine you'll want to continue looking around. Or, if you prefer, I'd be happy to answer any questions you might have.
Can I like put it in correctly?
I'm good for now. Thanks.
Take care then.
Bullshit.
Is lagging. I hate it. Just stop.
Don't make excuses. You're clearly defective, and I intend to... Now that you've had a chance to see the Institute firsthand...
How? How did he kill me? How did he kill me? How did he kill me?
You've got technology here that I never dreamed possible. It's amazing.
I'm glad you can appreciate what we've accomplished. None of it has been easy. Ultimately, all our knowledge and resources are focused on a single goal. The goal is best summarized by our motto: mankind redefined. Unfortunately, no advancement comes without occasional setbacks. As remarkable as our synths are, they can be dangerous without proper supervision. The superior synth mind and body attempting to wrestle with something approaching free will can be a recipe for chaos.
If the synths are intelligent and self-aware, then they have a right to free will.
However closely they may approximate human behavior, they are still our creations. When you see what I have to show you, I think you'll agree that we know what is best for our synths. A rogue synth has taken over the Raider gang at Libertalia. His memories have been erased, and his identity altered. He believes he's a man named Gabriel. Under his leadership, the Raiders have taken many innocent lives. I've dispatched a courser to Libertalia. I'd like you to join him and reclaim that synth.
We'll bring that synth home.
That would be best for everyone. Now you should get moving. Many people are in danger, and a delay could cost lives.
I shot him twice in the body and it didn't hit marker him. Like, my game.
That's why I could fast travel, come in and out at the same time. I'm right in the instant tunnel.
I was about to say, that didn't render.
Oh my god, the sound effects. Holy moly. Right, he's over here.
Duty shift was long. Glad we made
And he's nuts. I don't care. I need to restart my game because it's my
That was
game.
Uranium Fever by by Elton Britt. Yes.
initiated. Completion time 14
Tactical nuke incoming. Received word that Dr. Lee is returning to us. How cooperative do you think she'll be?
So, there's this
I
thing
convinced her
heard
that the
about.
Institute is the enemy, not the Brotherhood.
Well done, Knight. As soon as Dr. Lee arrives, we'll interrogate her aboard the Pridwin. She's been under the Institute's influence for the last decade, and we can't afford to take any chances. Now, I believe you still possess an important piece of data that Proctor Ingram is eagerly awaiting. I want you to bring it to her immediately. Once again, Knight, you don't fail to impress. Dismissed.
No, it doesn't make it true. Not necessarily. But it's been said. Well, it has something to do with the Institute. Trying to blow it up. Or make it disappear or something. There aren't really any details.
Pull the trigger on any of the Commonwealth scum.
If I were you, and I saw this thing, you know, I'd run the other way. Next is some Roy Brown. This one is
No matter how many
mighty,
battles we win,
mighty
there's always a
man.
fight ahead of us.
Here's your holotape, Proctor. Hope the data on that thing was worth it.
Thanks. You know, it's good to see you're still in one piece. I wasn't sure what the interceptor would do to you.
I wasn't worried. After all, I built the device myself.
I have confidence in everything I built, too. But that's because I'll only deal with technology that I understand. Speaking of technology I don't understand, I'll get this holotape to Proctor Quinlan. I'm dying to find out what's on it.
Hopefully, it'll reveal a weakness in their defenses.
That would be the best-case scenario. Before we jump to conclusions, let's see what Quinlan's scribes can get off of it. I'm sure the Institute has...
I'm gonna be right back. I'm back.
All of their data heavily encrypted, so it's gonna take some time to crack. After that, we'll have to see what we've got. There's no telling what we might have grabbed off their mainframe. In the meantime, I've got a new assignment for you. So, I bet you're eager to get your hands dirty on our new project. How much has Maxon told you about it?
Whatever it is, I'm sure it'll help us crush the Institute.
It will, but we've got a lot of work ahead of us first. Come on, it's this way. Unless you're blind as a bat, I'm sure you've noticed that we've been building a gantry on the tarmac. Maxon and Kells have been looking for something that'll tip the balance when we go toe-to-toe with the Institute. Now, the Pridwin might be a big beast, but she's not built for fighting. That's what...
Uh-oh, we're bringing the Liberty
Our
Prime.
new project comes in.
Holy
This
shit.
storage bay full of parts is what's left of Liberty Prime. The Brotherhood used it in the Capital Wasteland as a weapon against the Enclave. It's the most advanced robot the Brotherhood has ever had at its disposal. Unfortunately, Liberty Prime was destroyed in the line of duty. We've spent the better part of the last few years piecing him back together. And if you think that was easy, try rebuilding a Protectron while you're blindfolded. In order to get Liberty Prime fully operational, we're going to need your help.
No problem. I'm sure this only looks worse than it actually is.
Huh. I wish I had your confidence. Because this is not going to be easy. Now, the good news is that we've got most of Prime's parts fully assembled. The bad news is that it's gonna take more than a few rivets and some spot welding to get them working again. And the first problem is his CPU. It's fragile, and every time we try to feed power to it, it blows itself out.
There's gotta be a way to solve that.
I do all the maintenance on the Pridwin, so you'd think it'd be a snap. As much as I hate to admit it, Prime's power systems are out of my league. Luckily, you were able to convince Dr. Madison Lee to return to the Brotherhood. She was on the original build team for Liberty Prime a little over a decade ago. I've already spoken to her, but she's reluctant to work on Prime for some reason. If you could get her down here to lend a hand with his power system, we can get the big guy moving.
Attention all personnel. This is to serve as a reminder. Scribe Naraya's mole rat subjects are not pets. They are crucial military resources.
If you're here to talk me into
As
working
such,
on
they are
Liberty
not to
Prime,
be
you can
fed by
forget
any
it.
personnel save Scribe Naraya and her team. Any violation of this policy will result in severe discipline.
You promised you'd help us.
You're right, I did. But you neglected to mention that I'd be asked to work on Liberty Prime. I've been down this road with the Brotherhood before. Why would I make the same mistake twice?
Because we care what happens to the Commonwealth.
You know, if anyone else wearing a Brotherhood of Steel uniform said something like that, I'd laugh in their face. But coming from you, it sounds like you actually mean it. Tell Proctor Ingram to get her scribes ready. It's going to take a hell of a lot of work to get Liberty Prime back online.
Yes. Got Transformers.
We don't really make any caps.
If it
And,
looks dead,
there
put
are,
one more on his head for good measure.
well, some people help me stay in the air. People like this. John and Kathy's Super Salon invites you to try out the latest innovation.
I can't fast roll down there.
Look good.
No, I can't. That's unfair. So only if, so I could teleport myself to the institute, and then when I come out, I teleport like the same thing.
Ray Smith is right behind you, baby. I mean, it's his song. Sorry, I didn't mean to startle you. You should turn around, because there might be someone behind you, but it's not Ray Smith.
Proctor.
Well, things are off to a good start. Isn't that right, Doctor?
I hope so. Prime suffered some significant damage to his memory core. I wish your people would have been a bit more careful, Proctor. The good news is that the damage isn't irreversible, and I should be able to get the power flowing into his CPU core without overloading. If your people stay out of my way, that is.
Charming, isn't she?
Yeah. Sorry about that, Ingram.
Don't worry about it. We might be butting heads on a few issues, but I've dealt with worse. Besides, Dr. Lee's worth all the aggravation. We're working with one of Prime's original designers. I don't see it getting any better than that. In fact, since things are going so well, we're gonna have you start building his electromagnetic actuators.
Sure. Anything you need.
That's what I love about you. You're ready to leap into action, and I bet you don't have the faintest idea what I'm talking about. The actuators are what allows Liberty Prime's arms and legs to move. Prime's new limbs are way too heavy for the simple hydraulic pistons he had in the past. We're gonna have to rip those out, construct a brand new system using electromagnets, and install them in its limbs. What we need you to do is build the actuators for us.
Now that you know what the actuators are, you need to know how to make them. These are the plans and the materials list. Don't lose them.
Now, before you get that look,
Sled.
You'll be happy to know that we have plenty of the raw
Sled.
materials on the list right here at the airport. The only thing we need you to head out and find.
In-game shit. Fuck off.
Find one is in any of the ruined hospitals around the Commonwealth. We've already sent out a few teams to find the rest of the high-powered magnets you'll need. They should be back by the time you return.
Once you start building the actuators, we need one for each limb, so you'll need to make a total of 4. Good luck.
It's nap time. But this guy, he takes his naps very seriously. Some would say he's dead.
Starting to have fun.
Hey.
Need something?
Going up. Ground floor. Ground floor.
Ground floor.
Basement.
how about a bit of good news?
Fugitive is attempting to evade capture.
Haven't already seen it.
Beginning pursuit.
I know it's true, and not just something I overheard. Nick Valentine is back in town.
Dangerous fugitive
He's gone for a
is
while.
on the loose.
Some people
Do
are
not
totally
attempt
not
to apprehend. Do not make
Well,
any
they
further
thought
risky
that he might be dead.
attempts if
Or destroyed
lawbreaker.
or whatever. Glad you're back, Nick. Even though we never really talk.
Attention.
Ever.
Fugitive should be considered armed and dangerous. Do not attempt
Yeah,
to
please. Here it comes.
You will be identified and search complete. No hostiles detected. Pending down. Please stand.
What a letdown.
Going down.
Basement. Going down. Basement. Going up. Going up.
What?
Do you want to play Fallout yet?
No, I'm about to build Liberty Prime in Fallout 4.
You're gonna be done with that mission. guess so. Still holding to this.
Going down. Basement. Basement. Going down.
What the f-
Second floor.
Good job. Good job. GG. GG. GG.
Magic.
My game is lagging. How am I supposed to do that? I'm going like back and forth, and I'm just like a idiot.
Protect and serve. Please remain calm if you are injured.
That's cute. Shit.
Intruder, identify yourself.
Oh, hey.
False alarm. Standing down. Going down.
I'm gonna build a Liberty Prime sled. Oh, hello, Mr. Ant. He take damage.
It's pretty secure.
Oh, you gay game. No!
Warning.
My game is lagging.
You.
McDonald's wife. The hell?
I'll be right back.
What? That is so confusing. Hey.
To each life, rain must fall. I think that was Ella Fitzgerald confirming that thought. Coming to you from
Okay,
Jewel Green.
sled.
You wanna play Apex?
No, listen, sled. Are you listening?
Diamond City Radio.
I'm in Fallout, right? Fallout 4, right? I'm doing a quest called Liberty Prime.
So?
So the Liberty Prime could come back.
And can't you just finish it later?
No.
Why?
You know why? Because I want to do this.
Wynoni Harris, grandpa, old, I guess, and so he wrote a song about it.
Holy
I'm
shit.
not just talking about it. I intend to play
I
it.
don't think anyone's
So,
going
here
to
it is.
ask to see our tickets.
Ingram? That's all 4 actuators. Delivered and done. Nice work.
Right on schedule. I've completed the restoration of Prime's basic functions, and he's ready to go. In fact, it's getting difficult to explain to the system why it can't move right now.
Well, as soon as my scribes get those actuators in place, we'll have his arms and legs installed in no time. Which brings me to your next assignment. It won't be long before Prime can walk and talk, but he's missing one last important element. His nukes. Without them, his offensive systems aren't operating at full capacity.
Shouldn't be a problem. Just tell me where they are.
I wish I could. Prime's bomb pack is fitted for Mark 28 nuclear bombs. The same type of bombs that were dropped from aircraft during the Great War. The Commonwealth was a major staging area for the military's Air Force, so we assumed we wouldn't have trouble finding them. But since we arrived, our scouting teams haven't located a single bomb.
That's going to be a problem. Without a fully loaded nuke pack, Prime won't have the firepower to take on the Institute.
She's right.
Of course she's right. But before you give up hope, there's actually a silver lining. Proctor Quinlan's located some records regarding a military installation, which was used as a nuclear weapons storage facility. We're fairly certain this included a stockpile of the Mark 28s. The catch is that the installation is located somewhere within the glowing sea.
I'll head out there immediately.
Good, because that's exactly what we're asking you to do. Scribe Halen's established a communications point on the frontier of the glowing sea. I suggest you head out there first and establish a signal protocol with her so that the nukes can be airlifted out once you've located them. Hopefully, by the time you've returned, we'll be ready to wake Prime up and you can say hello. Good luck.
Who's this?
I'm actually just gonna wait.
Who's that person? Kick them.
What?
Kick them. Kick them.
Cool.
The person who just joined.
I don't know which person. You mean Gold Girl? I don't hear their voices. I think I could tell they're e-raping. I think so, right?
Did you kick her or did she leave?
Okay.
Hard point.
Wait, can you hear Andy or no?
Nope, he didn't give that.
Andy's nuts. Well, for me, it shows that his mic is loading.
Andy's nuts.
Alright, let's go.
good to see you again, Knight. You've come a long way since you stumbled into the Cambridge police station.
Thanks, Halen. I assume the place is still in one piece.
We're doing the best that we can. We've had the occasional synth attack, but so far we've been able to keep them from overrunning us. Thanks to the reinforcements and the air support, I'd say that site was secure.
Maybe
that's not surprising. After all, it's in good hands.
I appreciate that. Anyway, I know you don't have time for small talk, so I'll get right to it. I've had the men set up the equipment we'll need to pinpoint you once you found the bombs. We've rigged up this.
I think I know. I already know where's the bomb, ma'am.
That we'll be listening for. When you find the bombs, plant the pulsar, and we'll handle the rest. After that, you should probably head back to Proctor Ingram and bring her your report.
Ooh, I think I.
Doesn't sound too difficult.
Oh, no, not at all. You're only heading back into the most inhospitable place in the entire Commonwealth. Look, I know you've been through the glowing sea before, but remember to keep an eye on your Geiger counter. If you don't, the radiation will cook you from the inside out. Good luck, Knight.
I don't, ma'am, I don't get radiation, so. Told you, this is from like real life. This thing is like the real life stuff. This game is strange. I'll be right back. Right, this is the real life stuff in real life. Yeah, this is a real life.
Do you know that?
Motherfuckers. Locate mark something. Oh, it's this way. So it's like behind this, but somewhere. Alright, run through time.
Lot of shit. Whole lot of it. Yep. That was Big Maybell.
Ma'am.
And now, a word
State your
several
purpose.
from our
You walk on
sponsors.
atoms hallowed ground.
Chops wants you to know we have
I'm
meat.
looking for some bombs. nuclear bombs.
The children of Atom have sworn to guard this place until the time of the Great Divide. None shall enter.
Well, I see. Talking to you is pointless.
All your petty deeds will become pointless when Atom returns. When the Great Divide cleanses...
Hold on, brother. I'll be right back. I'm gonna kill this man.
And all in it. You will leave this place or face Atom's wrath.
All right, Nutjob. This is your last warning. Show me the nukes, or else.
No! Your time on this...
Motherfucker. You think that robot can kill me?
Move here.
That's better.
Go there.
Sure, no sweat.
Heads up.
Easy.
Heads up.
Yep, you got it.
Look alive.
All right.
Bastard thinks he's a boss of us. Dead, he go down in dust. I think this is his room. Alright.
This is Captain Mitch Dunleavy, 132nd Engineering Corps at Sentinel Site Prescott. All lines of communication are down, and we're tracking multiple inbounds on radar. This is a drill. We need confirmation immediately. We've got a lot of nervous soldiers over here, Command. If this is the big one, they want to head home to their families before it's too late. Some of the inbounds are getting awfully close. Wait a minute. The inbounds are splitting into multiple targets? Oh, hell. This is it, isn't it? May God have mercy on our souls.
Come on, please. What is it? I just slap him with my foot. He got slapped. Hello. Hello. Now what? Oh yeah!
Hell? Is that
a pyramid? Yes. I. Sled.
Yeah.
You're gonna miss this.
I don't have Fallout 4.
But
And it's
I'm
not
making
even
live stream. You
multiplayer.
could see it. No. Alright, now it's daytime. We have to do it in daytime.
I got
only.
43 kills. Let's go.
Excuse me, Proctor Ingram.
Looks like the Mark 28s are gonna do the trick. That was a good find.
I'll work with your team to ensure that Prime's bombs remain stable after they're loaded into his pack. It won't be too much of a problem.
Well, Dr. Lee, I have to admit, we couldn't have done this without you.
It's a little early to begin celebrating, Proctor Ingram. We haven't fully thrown the switch on Liberty Prime, and I'm just hoping all the work I've done to keep the system stable are gonna hold.
I have full confidence in everyone's abilities here.
I appreciate that.
Proctor, all the readouts look green. I think it's time for you to perform the power shunt.
Actually, I think I'm gonna let you press the button. After all, we're staring at a pile of disassembled parts.
It would be better if a trained technician performed that task, but I suppose you deserve to be the one to do it.
Need something?
Maybe I'll be blessed.
Alright.
Maybe I'll...
Sled, hurry up. Come to my live stream.
Alrighty.
Let me know if you can see.
How do you go?
You go Power Shack, click my name, it says watch broadcast.
Alright.
You see it, right?
I go to party.
Go Power Shack.
Name, view profile. Then where do I go?
I think you have to click my name and then it shows watch broadcast. Is it loading, right?
There's an epic scene right now, or you're too late. Is that what it's called?
Yes. Are you ready? You see it or no?
Yeah. Alright. Yeah.
Liberty Prime, back online.
Yeah, I see it.
Let's run a basic diagnostic on him.
Diagnostic command. Accept.
Wait, why am I still repairing? Is he gonna die by his foot?
To adjust to his new configuration.
Voice module online. Audio functionality test initialized.
Oh my god, that's so, so much delay.
Mission.
You're gonna get squished, those two people right there, right?
Alaska. Primary targets. Any and all red Chinese invaders.
I already know there's one Chinese. I seen the submarine.
Liberty Prime. Full system analysis. All systems nominal. Weapons hot. Warning.
Why isn't it doing anything?
It have to wait. It have to like
required.
It have to like program everything he has in his body, and then it will work. And then he's gonna start moving and then attack everything.
Core restart recommended.
Taking
Ability
so
to repel red.
Not that long.
I meant like the delay on your.
Green lights across the board here. He's looking good from where I'm sitting. Doctor, you wouldn't mind keeping an eye on the big guy here. I'd appreciate it.
The delay,
Well, I
though.
have to admit, wasn't sure we'd be able to pull it off, but Liberty Prime's looking pretty good.
Is it done yet?
With him on our side, I don't see how the Institute even stands a chance.
Is it done yet?
With you more. Before you head off to your next assignment,
And
I
that
have
lady's
something for you.
fat.
I came up with this little beauty myself. I think it'll add a bit more punch to your power armor.
What's it? A mag pump.
It'll do, I suppose.
Well, that's gratitude for you. Anyway, that's enough of that.
What?
Better hightail it up to the
This
clinic.
girl doesn't have legs or
I
arms.
needed to speak to you as
That's
soon
why
as you
she's
were
wearing a
down
power
here.
armor.
And thank you, Knight. Without you, none of this would have been possible.
You could tell. You could see her legs. Look. Oh, now it still works. Now what?
Oh yeah, she doesn't have any legs.
Yeah, you can see no legs or arms. Look, come on. That arm still works, but this one doesn't have one. Oh, she does have arm, except for legs. It looked like she didn't have arms. Oh, look, I can see her uniform.
Nice.
I think this is next part. I think it will. Just leave the broadcast. I will let you know if the Liberty Prime's gonna move, right? Like move somewhere else. You and I mess with these guys.
And then after this, can we do the Enclave? I'm gonna get you in the Enclave. Okay.
Elder Maxson.
And
is there anything you wish to tell me, Knight?
yeah. If you're gay and you know smack me.
I find that very hard to believe.
You clap. I'm telling.
Completed the decryption of the data you retrieved from the Institute.
Yeah.
A portion of his findings included a list of synths that went missing or escaped from their underground facility. After careful analysis of the information, we've discovered something unprecedented. Paladin Dance is a perfect match for one of the synths on that list.
There has to be some kind of mistake.
In my experience, Proctor Quinlan doesn't make mistakes. The data you brought back included a record of each subject's DNA. We keep the same information on file for all of our soldiers.
You're fat.
DNA is a perfect match for a synth they call M797. To make matters worse, he's gone AWOL, disappeared without a trace. His sudden absence simply reinforces our conclusion that M797 and Paladin Dance are one and the same. I'm finding it difficult to believe that he never confided in you, and then swore you to secrecy.
You have to believe me. He never told me he was a synth.
I walk around like gay ignorant.
Which means I've
Finger on my bigner.
However,
if a Jigger wants some troll, I let El Jigger eat his liver.
Do you want a Dorito?
What?
You want Doritos?
I have Doritos.
I have a big boy right here.
Yeah, I have a big Dorito too. Big
I have 2 of them.
I have 5.
I have 10.
I have.
Pleasure.
Well, I have 5.
The room in the family for Judas's, huh? We'll take care of him.
I appreciate your cooperation. Listen, I'm not sure that the dance was your man, and this isn't an easy burden.
Why did you just start eating close to your mic?
We can't afford to make exceptions, even when it is executed. So I talked to him. He's been analyzing the data and should be able to provide me with a start. And Knight, there's a promotion for you riding on the results of these orders.
Getting thrown by
So
Mondanos.
don't disappoint me. You're dismissed.
Nice to be on the open road. Good neighbor was starting to wear out its welcome.
Sounds like you had a rough time of it back there.
Rough? That's putting it mildly. Let's put it this way. Can't get much rest when you're sleeping with one eye open. Still, it was the best place for me to set up shop. Diamond City's goons would have run me out of town, and wandering the Commonwealth alone isn't the brightest plan when you're hard up for capture.
Caps aren't worth risking your life.
Easy for you to say. Right now, I need every cap I can get.
I hope you aren't in trouble.
No, not really. But I don't usually go around sharing stuff like this, but you've been pretty straight with me, so I'm gonna be straight with you. It's those two assholes. Those two idiots you saw me talking to at the third rail. Winlock and Barnes. They've been hounding me for months, and it's been driving off clients. No one wants to touch me once they learn I used to run with the gunners. And I figured if I put enough caps together, maybe I could buy them out.
I wouldn't trust those guys, even if you paid them off.
Yeah, I'm right there with you. Winlock and Barnes have a small army of gunners with them at all times. They might decide to just keep the caps and put a bullet in my head for good measure. If I keep them, I'm sure they'd roll in with everyone they've got. Unless, maybe you and I could pay them a little visit and put an end to them before they realize what's going on. Before you get that look on your face, let me just say that I wouldn't even be asking if I didn't trust you.
If you need my help, I'm there.
Wow. I don't know what to say. Truth is, I haven't been able to rely on anyone since I was a kid. Everyone I've met has either tried to rip me off or plant a knife in my back. But you're different. We see eye to eye on almost everything. And I have a funny feeling you actually care about what happens to me. That's why I asked for your help. I'll tell you what. I'm gonna make this easy on you. You feel like helping me with this? Head over to the Mass Pike interchange and we'll take them down. If you don't, I'm not going to hold it against you. Either way, thanks for hearing me out. Nice to know that you care.
Oh yeah, these are the commands.
Attention all Brotherhood soldiers. If you have not yet received your Squire mentorship assignment, please come see me on the bridge.
Oh, Knight. I was
Repeat, if you have not received your mentorship assignment, please report to the bridge. That is all.
He'll be missed.
Doubtful. I wouldn't miss a synth any sooner than I'd miss a transistor radio. I was nearly sorry that you'd been duped. No matter. I've been poring over Dance's duty reports, and unfortunately, I haven't found any concrete information. As you're well aware, Dance had intimate knowledge of the Commonwealth, and I'm afraid he could be seeking refuge anywhere. I think our best approach would be to identify every location he's ever visited and eliminate them as possibilities one by one. You may want to get comfortable. This could take quite a bit of...
What the hell is this crap about Dance being a synth?
I assume your outburst was a reference to some doubt regarding Dance's identity. I can assure you that my findings are quite accurate, Scribe.
So he sets Dance up, and then you knock him down. Is that it?
I don't have time to discuss it right now, Halen.
Why? In too much of a rush to pull the trigger? I can't believe that after everything Paladin Dance did for you, you're just gonna turn your back on him like this. There's obviously been a mistake, and we need to get to the bottom of it.
Scribe Halen, you're addressing a senior officer, and you will show her the respect that she's due, or so help me.
Oh my god!
Unless you're here with information that can assist us, I suggest you return to the police station immediately.
Of course. My apologies, Proctor. I believe I have some information that's relevant to the search.
Very well then.
Boom!
Care to enlighten us?
Boom! I'm a senior officer, what's up? Fuck you.
Knight, if you'd accompany me to the flight deck, I'd like to show you the information I've compiled firsthand. I've stored the data on my Vertibird gunship's computer.
At this point, I'll take all the help I can get.
Very good, ma'am.
Proceed. I'll continue doing my research here.
If you'll follow me, ma'am.
Isn't the woman in her
Well,
Fuck you.
There's this article in the newspaper. Couple of occurrences. Boy,
Why she walk like that?
I mean, I'm not saying anyone is a saint. No, I'm not saying it's correct. Oh. And you know, of course, the mayor. I mean, I've asked to read. I have a statement from the mayor's office. You know, it's well, I mean, it just says here there's nothing to worry about. That it's
Scribe Halen.
You know,
So,
safe and
are you
all.
ready to take on your first assignment?
Kind of.
No, I need more time.
That's all right. I understand. Grab whatever you need and...
Anyway, it's well, it's.
So I still have to follow her when I talk to her. She said, "Are you ready for your assignment?" Ooh. Oh.
Do you actually plan on killing Paladin Dance?
I haven't decided yet.
Well, before you do, I need you to listen to what I have to say. I've known Paladin Dance ever since I was an initiate. He trained me, showed me the ropes, and when I screwed up, he taught me to dust myself off and move on. He's earned my admiration, my respect, and my friendship. I don't care what Quinlan's report says. I don't care if he's a machine or not. He's still Dance.
That's a bold statement.
It's more than just a statement. It's a plea. Dance is the most selfless person I've ever met. I've watched him risk his own life based on nothing more than principle alone. That's why I'm asking you. Not just as a member of the Brotherhood, but as a human being. Give him a chance. Let him tell his side of the story. If you're not convinced by what he says, or somehow he's become truly lost to us, then you do what you have to do.
And if you're wrong, and he flips the switch and starts shooting at us, don't say I didn't warn you.
All right, I'll hear him out.
That's all that I ask. I'll just have to trust that when the time comes, you'll do the right thing. Before the Pribwin showed up, Dance had me identify a fallback point if we ever lost the police station. It was Listening Post Bravo, an old pre-war U.S. military outpost on the northern frontier of the Commonwealth. It's isolated, and we're the only ones that knew about it. So, there's a good chance that's where he's headed. Just be careful. There's no telling what state of mind he's in right now, or if he trusts any of us at all.
Melissa? Travel to listening to Post Bravo. Wait, hold on, do I have that Bravo? Post Bravo. Hey, Sled. Should I kill Paladin Dance or let him live fight with Elder Maxon?
I don't care.
What?
I don't care.
Tell me what choice.
Glad to see you return safely from the Institute, sister.
I didn't take that fall damage. She's all the way to the Bravo. Oh, that's the cave I went to. I think it doesn't mean listen to the radio. It means listen to it. Come to it. I'll be right back. look on the robot. He controls everything. No, I control everything. I'm strong.
What do we have here?
Going down. Commencing lawful use of deadly force.
I'm not surprised Maxon sent you. He never liked to do the dirty work himself.
I wish you would have told me the truth, Dance.
I might have, if I'd known what I was. Until Quinlan got that list decoded, I thought synths were the enemy. I never expected to hear that I was one of them. If it wasn't for Halen, we wouldn't even be having this conversation. So, what are your orders? Does Maxon even want me alive?
No, but I'm hoping there's a way out.
Don't be ridiculous. Look, I'm not blind to the fact that this must be difficult for you. I wish Maxon had sent someone else, but that doesn't change a thing. I'm a synth, which means I need to be destroyed. If you disobey your orders, you're not only betraying Maxon, you're betraying the Brotherhood of Steel and everything it stands for. Synths can't be trusted. Machines were never meant to make their own decisions. They need to be controlled. Technology that's run amok is what brought the entire world to its knees, and humanity to the brink of extinction. I need to be the example, not the exception.
The empathy that you're showing me, it's a human emotion.
I appreciate what you're trying to do, but I've made my decision. I'm ready to accept the consequences of my true identity. Maxon's ordered you to execute me, and I'll be damned if I'm going to stand in your way.
No. I won't do it, Dance.
I can't believe you'd risk your life just to keep me alive. Why would you do that for me?
I've already lost my family. I don't want to lose my friend.
You're right. How could I have been so blind? I should consider how my death might affect the people that care about me. People like you and Halen. Perhaps now that you've opened my eyes, I can consider my next move.
Whatever you decide to do, I've got your back.
Thank you, my friend. But I have my own path to follow. The only clear choice is for me to leave the Commonwealth. The sooner I make for the border, the sooner I put this behind me. Take my holotags. Use them to prove that your mission was a success, or Maxon will just send someone else to hunt me down. Now, come on. Let's get the hell out of here.
Anyway, this one's called Way Back Home. Remember?
Going up.
Don't lose anyone, keep them alive. Hey, if Elder Maxon come up here, I'ma fucking shoot him. I'm fucking shoot him. I'm gonna fucking shoot him. Don't know, you motherfucker.
It's not her fault. It's mine.
I'll deal with you in a moment. Knight, why has this thing not been destroyed?
He's still alive because you're wrong about him.
Him? Dance isn't a man. It's a machine. An automaton created by the Institute. It wasn't born from the womb of a loving mother. It was grown within the cold confines of a laboratory. Flesh is flesh. Machine is machine. The two were never meant to intertwine. By attempting to play God,
it's not true because if there's an Institute enemy, I shot him in the face and then his blood came out with meat. So, boy, yeah, he's not a robot, he's a human. Everyone's a human in this place.
Of what we hate most. Technology that's gone too far. Look around you, Dance. Look at the scorched earth and the bones that litter the wasteland.
Oh,
Millions,
look, scorched.
perhaps even billions, died because science outpaced man's restraint. They called it a new frontier and pushing the envelope, completely disregarding the repercussions. Can't you see the same thing is happening again? You're a single bomb in an arsenal of thousands, preparing to lay waste to what's left of mankind.
Dance wants to save mankind, not destroy it.
You're as delusional as you are insubordinate. How can you trust the word of a machine that thinks it's alive? A machine that's had its mind erased, its thoughts programmed, its very soul manufactured.
His small fingers, midget.
It's striving to champion aren't even its own. They were artificially inserted in an attempt to have it blend into society.
It's true. I was built within the confines of a laboratory, and some of my memories aren't my own. But when I saw my brothers dying at my feet, I felt sorrow. When I defeated an enemy of the Brotherhood, I felt pride. And when I heard your speech about saving the Commonwealth, I felt hope. Don't you understand? I thought I was human, Arthur. From the moment I was taken in by the Brotherhood, I've done absolutely nothing to betray your trust, and I never will.
It's too late for that now. The Institute has foolishly chosen to grant you life. You simply should not exist. I don't intend to debate this any longer. My orders stand.
It's all right. We did our best. You convinced me that I was wrong to be ashamed of my true identity, and I thank you for it. Whatever you decide, know that I'm going to my grave with no anger and no regrets.
Touching. Either you execute Dance, or I will, Knight. The choice is yours.
After all the sacrifices I've made, and all the battles I've fought for the Brotherhood, you need to listen to me. You owe me that much.
Very well. I'm listening.
If I've earned any of your trust or respect while I've served with the Brotherhood, then I'd gladly trade it to keep Dance alive.
You value this machine's life that much. So, it appears we've arrived at an impasse. Allowing Dance to live undermines everything the Brotherhood stands for. Yet you insist that he remains alive, which leaves me with only a single alternative. Dance, as far as I'm concerned, you're dead. You were pursued and slain by this Brotherhood Knight, and your remains were incinerated. From this day forward, you are forbidden to set foot on the Pridwood, or speak to anyone from the Brotherhood of Steel. Should you choose to ignore me, no, you'll be fired upon immediately. Do we understand each other?
I do. Thank you for believing in me, Arthur.
Don't mistake my mercy for acceptance. The only reason you're still alive is because of her. I'm returning to the Pridwin Knight. Take some time. Say your goodbyes. And then I expect to see you there. We still have the Institute to deal with.
It took a hell of a lot of guts to stand up to Maxon like that.
Friends take care of each other, no matter what.
That they do. Which is why I've decided to stay here. I didn't plan on spending the rest of my days at this old listening post, but it will have to do. Besides, you're still gonna need my help, and I'll be damned if I'm gonna let you.
Who's watching my video? There's one person.
You better get back.
It's a spy. Who are you?
I'll start making this bunker more
livable. Who are you?
If you
Who's
ever need
watching me? I'll find you.
Can't you come with me now?
You heard what Maxon said. If I'm seen aboard the Pridwin, at the police station, or at the airport, not only would I be killed, I'd undermine his authority. I won't do that. But if you need me to take the fight anywhere else, I'll be there.
What?
What about Halen?
I don't think Maxon knew she was involved, so she'll be safe. I'll contact her and let her know what happened here. It's the least I could do.
Goodbye, Dance.
Farewell. I hope the next time we meet, it will be under happier circumstances.
Smith, everybody. Ray.
Excuse me.
Here's a thing. A sort of note, I guess, from a sponsor here in Diamond City, and I'll read it. Choice Chops wants you to know we have meat.
So now you're
just meat.
Stuff away.
Stop asking if we have anything else. This is Baby It's Just You by Magnolia, you know, from Good Baby.
Bye-bye. Bye. Yeah, no.
The Grid One is a magnificent ship.
Trying to minimize reactor jitter.
Reporting as ordered, Elder.
Before we continue, I want to make one thing clear. This conversation will be the last time we speak about Dance. As far as the Brotherhood of Steel is concerned, he's dead. Do you understand?
Understood.
Good. Of course. Dance's execution creates a missing link in our chain of command. That traitor held quite an important position with us. I'm certain that you'll make a fine replacement. His quarters and all his possessions are now yours, including his personal suit of power armor. Congratulations, Paladin.
I'm honored, Elder.
You've earned it by your own actions. Just be aware that a Brotherhood Paladin is expected to be a symbol of integrity to our brothers and sisters. I trust you won't disappoint them, or disappoint me. In any event, we still have the Institute to contend with, and a lot of work to do before we can begin our final assault. While the finishing touches are being put onto Liberty Prime, Captain Kells has identified a potential threat to our operations. Report to him immediately for your next assignment. Ad Victoriam, Paladin.
Bellin Alpha at 93%. Compensating.
Ah, Paladin. Good. Now that the unfortunate matter regarding Dance has been settled, we can return to our primary mission.
I'm ready, Captain.
Good, because this mission demands your full attention. Now, before we launch our attack on the Institute, we need to address another threat. The Railroad. They're a small but capable group that uses subterfuge and guerrilla tactics to harass their enemies. Our tactical analysis says they could possibly hamper or harm our operations, which is a risk I'm not willing to take. If we strike them now, we should be able to maximize the amount of damage we do to their organization.
Hit them before they hit us. I like it.
Precisely. Destroying the railroad hinges on completely eliminating their leadership. Otherwise, they'll simply regroup somewhere else. To that end, here's a list of the 5 targets we believe would cause a catastrophic failure in their chain of command.
Consider it done.
Thank you, Paladin. Now, before you depart, Proctor Ingram has additional orders for you to complete.
Our sources tell us that the railroad has some sort of experimental or prototype robot in their headquarters. They're calling it the Predictive Analytic Machine, or PAM for short. Cute, huh? They use the robot for complex strategic calculations that are much more efficient than anything we can generate here. If you could use this holotape to decrypt the security on Pam's terminal, it will force the unit to return to the Pridwin. I'm certain we could put Pam's computing power to good use. Otherwise, destroy it. We wouldn't want it to fall into the Institute's hands.
I'll try to get it back here in one piece.
Good. It'd be a hell of a waste if you didn't.
I'm certain you'll do whatever it takes to complete the mission. When you're ready, proceed to the Old North Church and link up with our assault team. They'll provide demolition support and all the firepower you'll need to take the railroad down. Ad Victoriam, Paladin.
If you're no good at hacking Pam's systems, you should take someone with you who can.
Recon report. Knight Wagner recording. It appears the intel claiming the old CIT ruins house an entrance to the My scouts and I spent days combing the location for a way in and turned up nothing, other than a couple of minor casualties. When a contingent of synths boxed us into an old tunnel where we were sniffing around.
Yeah, that's why they're sniffing around, because that mosquito.
Got out of a few sticky situations. Once we get separated from your group, it's only you against the board. I don't like this already! Every plan you had, every thought you had, may as well have just been a...
My immediate recommendation would be to follow the trail back on whoever provided that intel. I suspect some wastelander is feeding Proctor Quinlan lies to earn some caps.
We've got trouble.
Who's there?
We're splitting all that. Got company.
It's only a matter of...
Find him. It shouldn't take long.
Sam, I'm coming home.
Security lockdown is in effect. Communication impossible.
Another good one. Another good one from Betty Harden. Now, a word.
Recon report. Knight Wagner recording.
John and Kathy's Super Salon invites you to try out the latest innovations in hairstyles. Look good. Make people jealous. Oh. So, right, okay. Let's do a song by the Three Sons, because, well, there's three sons will be dead soon.
I want the greenhouse.
Pam.
Ready for programming instructions. Recommend interface type RJ11G. Factory reset mode enabled. Command mode available.